My name is Johnbull Omorefe, the founder of City of Refuge, Children Village Share.
And I'm the co-founder of City of Refuge Ministries alongside my husband.
My name is Ernest Granton, and I'm the medical director, medical sustainability director of City of Refuge Ministries.
Hagan. Me now me head of department Corm.
From Mabel, Fafali, but me Corm.
My name is Samuel Dotmo and I live in City of Refuge Ministry.
My name is Johnbull Omorefe, the founder of City of Refuge, Children Village Share, America, some dual citizen. Born without no mom or dad. Grown up on the streets, and education was far away from me. When I got saved on the streets, it was a battle. And by God's grace, and Bible was the first book I read, and that's another story. But 29 years old when I went to school, Bible school in Gambia, I went on mission with the church where I got saved. And one of my slaves has a dream. I saw City of Refuge, the name City of Refuge. And I wake up and the Lord spoke to me that I need to create a place, build a place where children can dream, can run, and the childhood has been stolen away from me. That can be restored from all that children's lives. So that's how everything started. Then I met my wife in Ghana here. I was in Bible school in Ghana here in 2000 and 2001. I met my wife here. And I told her the first thing we ever discussed about. Before she knows me, I said, listen, this is who I am. I want to start a ministry called City of Refuge. She said, oh yes. He loved children. He wanted to have an orphanage too when she was 6 years old. And she knows she will be in Ghana, to be a missionary here in Ghana. So that's how everything started. And so we went back to the US, married in 2002, 22 years of marriage now. And then that's when we started preparing how to come to Ghana and started this ministry, this organization here. So yeah, that is how it started. And I just went to just bring hope to other children, because when I see children on the street and in the way they are living, it brings me back to my memory. It's just like pains. I just want to see everybody happy and children can live their childhood again. When we were back in the US, and we know we're coming to Ghana, because I have a covenant with Ghana. After my Bible school here in Committee 12, where I went you to the nation, I went to Central Region for my outreach and the Kupano. And God really broke my heart for the children I met there. Some children died. And I pray, I cry out to the Lord. I said, Lord, if you really bless me, I'll come to Ghana here and start a ministry. And be careful what you say, the covenant you have with God, the commitment you have with God. So, yeah, that's how it started. And then when we get back to the US, my wife was ready to come back. It's a long story, but we have our first son. I don't want it to come back because I don't want my children to go through what I went through in Africa. I said, now opportunity is here. Let my children have all the opportunity. It was hard. But I have to follow the word of the Lord, the voice of God. And that's how I came back to Ghana to start. When we came, we didn't really think that it's going to be child trafficking. The first 2006, we came here, went to the street and helped us, mother with their children on the street. We bring a lot of stuff. But we don't really feel that is what God called us to do. So we went back to US. When we get back to US, the very week we get to US, New York Times was in Ghana here doing a report about trafficking kids in Ghana, about a little boy called Mark. And I said, well, we just in Ghana just a week ago, and they said there's nothing like trafficking in Ghana. So we get a ticket, we get a credit card, we buy a ticket, we flew back again here because we have a contact through that report. So we came back to Ghana and we drove 18 hours from here to Ketekrachi. That time the road was bad, there was no road, the road was bad. Our car had to drive through the bush to create a own road because the road was bad. And that trip changed our life. That trip I wept because we see children in your own country, it's like you are not in your country. We see life. Some of the kids, they don't even know where they come from because they've been in that slavery for long. I wept that day. My wife wept that day. It was bad. And then that's when we say, okay, now God, this is what we're going to give our life to. And to make sure we bring liberties and freedom. And to be a voice for the voiceless. And to that is the major thing that why we're here.
My name is Omorefe, and I'm the co-founder of City of Refuge Ministries alongside my husband. To equip people individually, in families, and in communities. So they're able to provide for themselves and to not fall into the snare of the issue of child trafficking, and to be able to create economy for themselves within their communities. We also rescue kids from child slavery and provide them a home and education, and we equip them with what they need to be successful in life. And then we empower single moms who are vulnerable to selling their children into trafficking. We provide them with training and education and business skills so that they won't be vulnerable to giving themselves out to men and to selling their children into trafficking. Our vision is to see Ghana changed, to see Ghana marked with Jesus in the communities that we serve around us here at the City of Refuge Children's Village, and to see the mark of Jesus in the communities that we serve along the coast and along Lake Volta, that lives will be eternally changed.
Over this year, we'll be here. Me and my wife and my children, we moved here in 2010. 15 years in January, we moved here. And then we have trained a lot of leaders, we have a lot of workers here that have gone through here. We have empowered. I've sent, I can't even count how many staff or leaders have sent to school just to empower them to become better for themselves. But it's unfortunate that many people will come here with a different motive. They see that my wife is white and I'm not Ghanaian, and they just capitalize on that and they come like an angel, but at the end they will bite you. Some who I love, like, oh my goodness, I love, they can't even speak at all. They are shaking, but before realize they become like a lioness, and they don't know you no more, and they bite the finger that fed them. Some of them, you train them, empower them to be a leader, and you put them into a certain a programming you are having. So now you will be in charge, the director of this program, and the money involved. And they took the money and they eat it up and they run away. So those are the things. But the beautiful part of it is that what God has been, just teaching me is just to know more people. But yet, you still need people. You have to still trust. Because in the midst of it, you're going to find one or two or three who will watch it all. Like someone we have here, Ernest. This is the God sent to us. We never in my life that we'll find someone like him who loves his country, who want to see God prevail in the country, who want to see sons and daughters of this nation emerge into where they're called to become. And it has really amazing the ownership, how he takes this place, that it belongs to him. And I'm so grateful for his life. Now he's married now they can dream together, him and his wife. It's so amazing, so amazing. That's why it's always important. No matter what people do to you, everybody are not the same. In the midst, you're going to still find someone who will just overpower everything that you have gone through. So yeah, so that's what I will advise everybody. Don't stop believing in people. Everyone is not the same. Don't stop believing in people. There are still some people who are truthful to themselves. As I said, here belongs to God. He has been the foundations of everything that happened. I know where he picked me up from the gutter. And everyone knows, all of our staff. We have a lot of staff here. We have 80 plus staff or 90. So we have plenty of staff here. They all know. that this is for God, and Christ has been the center here, and let them know that He's the beginning, He's the in between, and He's going to be the end. So I encourage them with the word. We have churches, we have Bible study, we have leadership training, we have and different other way that we consistently train ourselves and mostly our children. So it's through the word of God, and He has been the center. I think that's what I would say. I always talk about this story, and it's a beautiful story. 2008. I'm going to share this story. It's very powerful. Me and my wife back in the US, we get ready to come to Ghana 2 days before we move to Ghana. We do a fundraising in US to come here to rescue children. Then I said, okay, since we're coming to Ghana, I want to take my wife out on dates. So my kids, I took it to their grandma, and I took her out on dates. I took her to watch Fireproof. I don't know whether you watch that movie. It's a Christian movie, very powerful. It's about marriage relationship. Fireproof. And when we came back from the movie, I went home to my mother-in-law place, pick up our children. When we get back to my house in US, the house on fire. Wow. Go for a movie for Fireproof, we come back home, the house was on fire. So the house totally, completely, we didn't take a wedding picture, our memory stuff, everything all destroyed in the house. Then the firemen came, and the Red Cross came to our house, and then they said, a man said, 30 years I've been in the firemen, I've never seen a house damaged like this. And my wife was asking him, have you ever seen this movie called Fireproof? He said, woman, are you crazy? I just came from another city for a house that was on fire. The wife of that man, they had to rush her to hospital because she has a heart attack and pass out. And you are asking me whether I have seen the movie called Fireproof? And he said, who are you? And then we told them that we are going to Ghana. This is what we do. We're going to Ghana for a mission. We're going to rescue children. And he said, but you can't go. You have to wait insurance and everything. We said, no, we're going to leave. We're going to leave everything. So finally, they break the door and we enter the house. And the fire started from the basement in our home, and it burned down to upstairs in the ceiling, through the decking up to upstairs and the kitchen. We just do a fundraiser 2 days before then, and in the morning, because when you come here, you have to bring cash. The money we were bringing, 10,000, it was on top of a counter, a kitchen counter in our home. When the fire, everything all destroyed. When it get to that place, my passport, her passport was there, and the money was there. The water pipe box there, and it quenched the fire around there. Our passport was smoke, the money was smoke. That's the only two things that would take her from that house. The rest other thing was damaged. And God was saying to me that this is how I care about the life of these children. Orphans, trafficking kids, abused kids, children that has been, who is crying out right now, their voice can never be heard. You and I can become their voice. He said, this is how I care about them. He said, take the money and go back. We left the house, bought for a whole month for us, and we came back to Ghana to rescue children. And it was amazing. When we get back to the US after the trip, the favor of God that was upon us, it was beyond anything you can ever imagine. So now, a month later, God said, now pack your thing and come back to Ghana. We don't have money. Money to even pay the staff, we don't have it. Then believe me, the house that got burned, everything that got burned, the insurance said, write everything down. And because we have insurance in our house. And that was the money we used to come back to Ghana and started everything here. So in everything that happens, something depends on how you see it. Calamity can come. If you give negative meaning to it, and it will provide negative feeling to you. But if you give a positive feeling and see it, that whatever is going on, there's something that God is about to do in your life. So that has stuck with me, that God cared about these children than anything else we thought, material thing, the house, my most important thing. I know those are important. Right now we don't have those things, but what we do today, and we see life change today, we see kids who can't speak English now become a university graduate. We have two social worker children who work in our social worker department. Their children we brought up here. They have Ghana, University of Ghana, and a Central University, and we have kids in a KUSD, in a Kumasi. We have kids in everywhere throughout the whole Ghana, you know. But it's just amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see that, yes, indeed, this work, there's no money you give, there's nothing you give that can really compare to when you see this life of these children being transformed, and they can speak good English. They are the one who raising the other children up, and that for me is a beautiful story. It's a story that will encourage me to move daily and to continue what God has called us to do. You know, I always tell people, sometime, and all of us, when God calls us, or whatever we are doing, whatever I'm doing, and sometimes we do it well, by His grace, and people will come, like you come today, say, oh, look at what you have done. Oh, look at what you guys have done. We are praising all. It's good. But yet, in it, me doing it, my life is changed. Me doing it, my life is transformed every day. Me doing it, know that, whoa, when you truly love from the bottom of your heart and not expecting nothing from other person, there's a beauty in it, there's a peace in it in your heart. My life have changed. Many of the staff who have walked through here, like as I said earlier today, Ernest, I can mention many of their names, who has been my really backbone, encouraging me to see how they're committed. But most important, my wife, this angel that see beside me here, who have walked with me, who have given me peace to really live as I'm supposed to live. You know, yes, he have changed my life, and my marriage life, and my children life. All of my children grew up here in Ghana here. My last born, who is 15 years old, he was just 5 months old. Just imagine that. 5 months old, we moved from the US and back here. All he knows about Ghana here, food, everything. The first food is bamboo with okra. Yeah, he loved it. He loved it. So that changed me, because I was afraid coming back to Ghana. I was saying from the beginning that I don't want my children to go through what I went through. But sometimes the enemy can lie to you because of what you went through. And whereby those things does not exist, only exist within yourself. And I was afraid. I don't want you to be. It's amazing. It's the best place I want my children to grow up from. Here in Ghana and in West Africa here, and the city of Refuge. And that changed me. That I can see them, and they are not part of the society in the world there. I can meet with them one-on-one, have a devotion every single day with them. It's beautiful. Like my biological older boy right now. You know, he's a worship leader, he writes a song, he's a songwriter, everything. It's amazing. I'm so proud of him. It's my namesake, it's Junior, JJ. You know, I'm so proud of him. And all the children that we adopted through kids. You know, one of them is our media, director of our media here right now, Paul, who studied mass communication, who's working here with us. And we see all of them go through university, and it's amazing. The advice I would give to my youngest version of me, or me past, the life I went through it, sometime in the beginning I thought, oh, why? There's no regret on it, because based on what I went through, and that's what made me to who I am today. I love who I am today. I love that Jesus loved me like, I'm telling you, I'm like the important person in the whole world. And that's how I see myself. It gives me boldness, courage, that Christ can love someone like me. So for me, my past, I'll just say, from the beginning, I believe in God from the beginning. who I believe in God from the beginning, but yet I'm grateful for what God has made me to become now, and what I went through made me to become who I am, made me to know, to feel the feeling, certain feeling I feel today, the way I respond to certain things today, and that's I created. I love it. That I can relate it to people. I can step into other person's shoes, understand what they are feeling, and enable me to relate it to them. Not just only City of Refuge Ministry. For me, generally, my prayers I want to live on this earth is when I mention my name, say that man love work. Yeah, that man love from within the heart, deep within him. Whatever I do, whatever I give, I don't give because you are this or that. I give because God loves you, and then I love you deep within my heart. So every child I come in contact with, every man I come in contact with, and they will know, yes, indeed, the man is someone like this, and they can never forget that, yes, indeed, they met somebody like this.
Yeah, that's nice.
That I would love for them to not do it because somebody told them, not do it because everybody is doing it. See, when you have a passion in your heart, you know you can be creative. You know you can't wait for the next day to wake up, for you to wake up to do it. Then you know you are called to do that. But otherwise, if you do it because of money, if you do it because of fame, if you do it because somebody has told you, it will not work. You will have stress. You will burn out, and you will be angry every day. So please, don't just run into it. Make sure it is what you are called to do. And pray, have time with the Lord. Believe me, Bible is real. I'm telling you, Bible is real. I don't know about you, but for me, I can testify about what God have done for me. This is my own testimony. It's so real. We can practice it. But sometimes because of our ego, we don't want to practice. It's very difficult. But when you can really put God's words into practice, the reward is greater. The peace you will have is better. So anyone want to start that, please make sure it's your passion that you want to do it. Not what somebody said to you, not because of money, not because of fame. Those things will come and they will stress you out. They will press you that sometimes there's no voice in you again. Just by introducing Christ to them, like what we do, like mostly in this community here right now, where we are in Shahi, our social worker work very, very powerfully in this place. We have a program called Impact One child, one family, one community. And we have a lot of children from community who go to our school free. So our school buses go to community, bring them here. We sponsor them to school here. Then because of that, all this, the mother, because these kids, they are from single mom. The mother will bring them here, we train them, give them micro loan, and after 2 years, we take their, the sponsorship away from their kids. Now they are not sustained, they can provide it for their kids. Then, and that sponsorship will go to another children able to. So because of that, we have gained trust in the community, and then most important, the gospel that we share with our community here. And then when we go back to the lake boat, where we rescue the children, we build trust with them by and what we do. And then whenever we promise them we're going to do something, we do it without no question about it. We say we're coming, we are coming. We're going to do this, we are doing it. And then they know they can trust in God that yes, indeed, we are. When we say it, we do it. Yeah, I think by that we build a trust with them. And based on what they know, that really what we serve for is true. The role for me is for the community, mostly where we live here right now. As I said, we provide a sponsorship for our children, but sometimes the family doesn't really contribute to the life of their children education. So I would really love for, education is very powerful. I really believe it's the only way now that will help, this generation and to become somebody great and that can affect it to become a leader of these nations and to impact this world. So over this year, we see our community, mostly the men. The men does not, only the women. It's so painful to watch. We come to PTA meeting. We come to just sponsorship meeting. The family to come here to educate them, to give them information about the life of their children. Because social welfare will go to home, visit their home, and see the type of life, and the area where they are living. And then when they call a meeting, the father doesn't show up. Only these women. So I would really love for men, African men, to just stand up and to become, play their role, the best role they're supposed to play, in the life of their children. And then for me, I think that's area I really love for the community to wake up and be a part.
Okay, John. Let's say within the next 5 to 10 years, what is your long-term vision for mission? Your long-term vision for...
We hope, I'm praying, and we will self-sustain, complete 100% self-sustain. We'll be working to be, because as a country, as the world is looking at today, every day, affected during the COVID, and I see people who were supporting you before because of the COVID, because of job here and there, but it's always good to create something within yourself, and that's why we started. We started our own poultry, fish farm, water companies, and goods. We have grass cutter. We have different other stuff, and we have our own school here. So by God's grace, we want to. Our school is #1 in the district now. So we want to future to be self-sustained, 100% self-sustained. That neighborhood from here, we can support other children, support other organizations within the country here or out of this country. So, and that is my goal. That is my goal, to be self-sustained. And our staff can be paying well. They can be paying well. I want them to be, when somebody walk here, then you get a job here, 100% you are. If they say you misbehave, say go out from here, you feel it, that no, I don't want to go, because you know that this place is the best place for you. So yeah, that's my goals. Here we partner with the IJM, International Justice Mission, and we partner with the Anti-Human Trafficking Police of Ghana, going with the IJM to rescue the children and they bring the children here for us. We have just supporter here and there from US who have made this way to be what it is today. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we partner with this organization in the US called Happy for Africa. So we partner with them. Faith Journey. There's another organization called Faith Journey. Yeah. So yeah. So we are.
Start again, social.
Okay. So we partner with the social welfare Ghana here. We work hand to hand. We work hand to hand every day. Questions and coming back here, what need to put together, accountabilities. Yeah. We do a report every year, like at the end of the year report and all this stuff. So yeah. Biggest challenging is when, but now in Ghanaian, here and there people come to support here and there, but it would be really nice that for feeding, because we take a lot. We are about 100+ people in this place that take breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, children, all the stuff. To have people can support, food stuff to help out, because these kids can eat. They can eat. This boy, they are strong boy. They can eat. So it would be nice to really see support from other people here, and then we should have not even tried to pay for food again, based on how people will support to make sure these kids, they are Ghanaians, and they're going to change this world tomorrow, and they will be a part of the society. For me, I wake up, money is the best best thing for me, morning. I wake up, depends on when I sleep. If I sleep early by 8 or 9, I wake up at 3 o'clock. My wife is saying, you can testify about that. Sometimes later 4 o'clock I'm awake. That morning is something that you program yourself. You imagine how the day is going to go. You imagine if the issue arrives, how will I solve it? You imagine the worst anything that can happen. You cannot put yourself in that and see yourself, because in reality sometimes things like that will happen. But because you already have that time with the Lord, with yourself, and then when it happens, your spirit will remind you. Then you come down. Even though sometimes you snap, you go back again and say, what I did. But every night I come back to the house and say, throughout the whole day, how did my day went? Oh, I had a meeting with this child today. And when I spoke to him or her, I repented. Next day I'll come to him or her. Oh, I know what you do was bad, but sorry, you don't deserve that. He helped me day to day to kind of, judge myself right. The Bible said, judge yourself that you will not be judged. So he helped me every day. I'm a life-giving person. Anyway, if there's no life here and there, I would be kind of stupid to just make sure everybody's laughing. So that's me. I don't want sadness around me. I want laughter. I want smiling. I want people to be happy. Okay. Because when you are happy, it's a medicine to our body. It's a medicine to our body. Yeah. As you heard about what we do here as a City of Refuge, this place has been amazing, amazing, amazing place. By God's grace, what God have done here. I'm excited. Just the life of the individual, the kids, not just only the kids, the staff that have their life have changed. That's one thing I never really talked about. It's many of the staff who come here. Sometimes they don't even know the Lord. Sometimes their life is a mess. It's amazing when they come here how their life become transformed by God Himself and by this land here. So, whoever is watching, we are so grateful for what God has done, and everyone that has supported us. We have people who are praying for us. People who have called us and encouraged us. IGN want to say thank you for your partnership, and Anti-Human Trafficking Police of Ghana will continue to work hard to make sure justice is being served. And then social welfare, I want to thank you guys for your partnership all this year. And Ernest, my wife, and my staff. We have the most amazing staff in this place. Dedicated, the kitchen, the school, who continue day by day pouring out upon these kids. I'm so grateful. And then we have women empowerment here, single mom empowerment here. The women who are vulnerable to sell their children to be a slavery. We build a house here, we bring them here, their children go to school free. And while they are learning the trade here, and we have somebody there, Pastor Robert, Mama Teresa, who trained these women. At the end of 3 years, they are now graduated and start their own business. Another batch will come and see how life is being transformed. Now they are not vulnerable to sell their children. Enemy will not come to take advantage of them. Now they become self-sustained. I want to thank God for all of them who have encouraged us, who are being with us. Ernest, oh my goodness, yeah, who is like, it's me, it's a mini me here. So I'm not afraid, I can go anywhere, any day. 3 months spent in US, coming back. This man is in charge, and he will do it sometimes better because he's well educated than me. So we are so grateful for everyone that has been with us. And then secondly, to the media who have come here today, and how God have connected us. I want to say thank you for your time being with us today. God bless you. I want to talk about our senior high school. Over this year, our school from crèche up to GSS 3, and then over the year, our children go to high school. There's unfortunately, before they come back, they become somebody different. Some join the occultists, some pregnanting, girl, some just like misbehaving. It was bad, and we have lost some children in that way, and it was not really a good thing. So by God's grace, we have designed our senior high school, and just to pray with us and to start a senior high school in our district here, because in our area here there's no senior high school here. So apart from Dodowa, so we will have a senior high school here. Another thing we do is many of our children who have gone to college, not just only those children we send to university. I have a foundation. We started a foundation called Diamond in the Dust. What I mean by that is that you know, throughout the whole Africa, you see, there are a lot of children who are so education, they are really good. But because of where they are coming from, poverty, finances, and all this stuff, they could not further. And then by God's grace, I was just talking to the Lord, by God's grace, we find some of them, and then we look at their WASI result, A's and then B's, and it was amazing. And then by God's grace, we're not sending them to university right now. Some go for nursing, some go for midwives, some go for business, some they're different. Some go for even education, you know, to be teachers and all this stuff. So yeah, so those are what we try to do, and then just, you know, pray with us about that, and then to see that come to pass. Yeah.
My name is Ernest Granton. I'm the medical director, medical sustainability director of City of Refuge Ministries. And medically, what I do is with the kids and also communities we serve. And you know, because most of the kids we save here are rescued from the lake, water.
Yes.
It has a lot of effect on them. Most of them come here with blood in their urine. And I think in 2 months ago, I think, or a few months past, we did a medical screening in one of the communities along the lake. And upon assessment, we realized about 70% of the people we screen has bilharzia, blood in their urine. And most of our kids come from most of those communities. So when they come, they have those issues, and treating bilharzia is very difficult, depending on, I mean, how long you had it. And some of these kids have had it for years because that was where they were born and they lived in it. We had kids that have to go and do surgery for kidney stones, yes, and stones in their ureters and other things out of, you know, child trafficking and where they suffered on the lake. Yeah, so I make sure all the kids are fine, I screen them, and then day to day I run the clinic with my assistant nurse here. Yeah, so that is what I do medically, and also we do a lot of medical outreaches in the communities. We target most of the communities that are very far away from healthcare, because there are a lot of communities in Ghana today that are like 4-hour drive from healthcare. There is no road, they have to take boats before they get to a hospital. So in such communities, it's very prudent to organize health clinic there. So from time to time, we try to organize clinics there to be able to catch up with them and also to help them and treat the basic things they have. And we try to connect them with other hospitals so they'll be able to receive the care they need in their communities. And I love City of Refuge so much because of what they do and the kids being involved. And the greater thing is that everything that is being done here is for God. And one of the things I can boldly say is that every child here is introduced to Christ, which is one of the greatest things any man can ever have, one of the greatest achievements you can ever have on this earth. So with the kids we serve here and how many they are, and every day we don't just focus on their physical life, we focus on their spiritual life as well, their social life and other part of their life. And I feel that is very good for the kids we serve here. For sustainability, it's a vision we have, and we are planning the next 5 years to be able to really be grounded and more compact in our sustainability programs. And as Daddy spoke about already, as we started the poetry house, which is really moving on very well. The aim is to be able to get our own egg here and also be able to sell some out to raise some funds to support ourselves here. And also, we started the poetry house, I think 2 years past, and we never buy any chicken again, because chicken is expensive. Yeah. And buying chicken in the market it's not healthy. Some of them are not healthy, imported chickens and other things. So we start our own broiler factory. We raise them, we cook them, we package them into our freezer, and that is what we use. for the past 2 to 3 years, we've never buy chicken from the market. Yeah, and we are doing very fine, and it's really helping us in our sustainability program. We have our water house, and I mean the water house also sustainability and also to send a message on child trafficking. The name of the water is Save a Child. So if you buy the water, I mean you are also helping us to save a child here. We send a message out to the world. So that is another of our sustainability program we are running here. We have our catfish, we just started that last year, and we have 3,000 in stock that, we are hoping in the next month or 2 months we are going to harvest them, and then we can eat some and then sell some, all in view of sustainability. It's a vision we have, and we are planning the next 5 years we'll be able to really be grounded and more compact in our sustainability programs. And as Daddy spoke about already, as we started the poultry house, which is really moving on very well. The aim is to be able to get our own egg here, and also be able to sell some out to raise some funds to support ourselves here. And also, we started the poultry house, I think 2 years past, and we never buy any chicken again, but chicken is expensive. Yeah. And buy chicken in the market it's not healthy. Some of them are not healthy, imported chickens and other things. So we start our own broiler factory. We raise them, we cook them, we package them into our freezer, and that is what we use. For the past 2 to 3 years, we've never buy chicken from the market. Yeah, and we are doing very fine, and it's really helping us in our sustainability program. We have our water house, and I mean the water house also sustainability and also to send a message on child trafficking. The name of the water is Save a Child. So if you buy the water, I mean you are also helping us to save a child here. We send a message out to the world. So that is another of our sustainability program we are running here. We have our catfish, we just started that last year, and we have 3,000 in stock that we are hoping in the next month or 2 months we are going to harvest them, and then we can eat some and then sell some, all in view of sustainability. So, and yearly we have our farm. We plant corn, pepper, tomato, and other foodstuffs here, okra, just so that we save money from buying all those stuffs. Yeah, so it's a good journey, and we are not praying for money from people, but sometimes just your idea and your presence, your thoughts could really help us, and even connecting us to other people and places will really help us. So we pray that from now to the next 5 years will be more sustainable, and if you have any idea or anything you think you can venture in that is going to help us, I mean it's really welcome. Yeah, so City of Refuge, I'm so grateful to be part and all the staff, and I want to thank Daddy and Mommy. I say they are angels and they are God, and how they started this whole ministry was amazing. It was so amazing. And also for all our kids, I want to thank all of them. I love them so much, and they are the reason why we are here. And also we are the reason why they are here. Yeah, so, and all those in the university, we know the economic situation in Ghana now. To take off even one student in the university is very expensive, especially in Lagos. The hostel alone is 6,000 one academic year. It's just point the room. And we have a lot of people in the University of Ghana, a lot in here in USA. And you can imagine how much we spend on university, just teaching fee and hostel. We have about 23 students in the university now, and it's a headache. But this is a call to all of us in the country to be able to support. I don't think this is a 1 month something, or you started this will continue. It's a call to all of us in the way we can support with our voice. We all come in and make sure these kids have the best thing they need to have to change our country, Ghana. So thank you. God bless everyone.
Yeah, call for me, Bill Kafali. Me Jumo call. Me a single parent, and say me to say like almost share single parent to a hand. I remember interview when I'm more fan. To me Jumo call. Pacho 1.5. 1.5. Pacho and met me at Chatarapam. Let me up try. Let me up shirt. Let me baby. A woman say, met me the ashen me bow school. Yeah, that she. Yeah, bet me up one way.
My name is Robert Hagan. Me na me head of department Corm. Yeah. This is the third badge I hear travel my there. We're more third group of my graduating. And challenges there, yeah, easy. There are a lot of challenges. Sometimes these ladies, because of where they came from and the kind of lifestyle they have, sometimes even their level of understanding is a bit different from, excuse me to say, those who are educated and the rest. So, quarreling issues here and there, misunderstandings here and there. But at the end of the day, we are doing our best to make sure that the purpose or the reason why we put them together here will come to pass. And that's what we're doing.
My name is Samuel Omorefe and I live in City of Refuge Ministries. And then thanks to Daddy and Mommy for their great heart and then love towards us. They are being able to rescue us and then giving us a better life. Currently I'm in school, university, and I'm studying ICT. And my plan for the future is very big, and I don't really have all figured it out yet, but I'm praying that God will help me out. But then I'm hoping that one day I'll come back to this place and then give back to this community and then also my place. So I thank God for that.
So what 5 to 10 years?
Well, it's plenty, you know. Like first, I wanted to do graphic designing, and that didn't work out. So currently, I'm more into ICT. Like I want to do media stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
My daddy is Pastor Johnbull, and then my mom is Mommy Stacy, and I love them so much.